Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I went up on and film a video comparing the quality of two identical Coach items from the Coach outlet. But before I get started, I do want to say thank you to those of you who have subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. I put out a lot of videos about contemporary designer handbags like Coach, Michael Kors, Fossil, Longchamp, as well as some luxury gems like Gucci and Burberry, and if you end up liking this video, please do give me a thumbs up down below. So these are two men's card cases that we purchased from the Coach outlet for my husband. We purchased two of them because they were Coach Reserve items, and honestly, we were just concerned that they would come with scratches or dings or, be somehow defective. So we thought if we ordered two, we could pick the best one and just return the one that was poor quality. So given that, we've been kind of staring at them to try to figure out which one is poorer quality, and I wanted to just point out some of the things that we've noticed. I think it's kind of interesting to think about how quality varies across the exact same item from a given brand. So just to give you a tour of the item first, this is just a simple billfold card case. It is very similar to the Louis Vuitton Pocket Organizer. So you have 3 card slots here, a card slot here, and then a card slot back there, and then a card slot in the back here as well. Some major components of it. It does have glazing on the sides. It does have, leather all throughout. It has stitching kind of all around the corners. And otherwise it's pretty simple. So the main quality difference that we noticed about these two items is first the glazing. So the glazing on this one has a really strange situation going on. There's these white marks with, maybe it's glue, so maybe if we took some water to it, it would come off immediately. But then the texture of the glazing is really strange. You have some, bubbles there, and it just doesn't look very nice. When you look at it, it's kind of wobbly on the curve here. The bottom glazing, though, honestly looks fine, so it's kind of surprising that the top glazing looks so bad. The sides also look fine as well. Maybe it's easier to apply on the sides or top or something. On the other hand, this one has what looks like pretty good glazing. The glazing on the top is perfectly smooth. If you open it, it doesn't get all wobbly in the fold here. The bottom glazing also looks fine. The sides look fine in terms of the glazing. There's one nick there you can see, but that's not, I don't think that's as egregious as full-on bubbles in this guy. Yeah, this glazing just looks so messy. But then on this guy, the one that has the good glazing, you can see that the stitching up top here is a little bit, a little bit wobbly, but it's a little bit easier to see on the inside. So you see right here, the stitching goes a little bit lower, a little bit higher. It's not an even distance away from the curve. And you can also see that the glazing, as it kind of comes over the edge, is not super even. So you see there's a bit of a wobble here at the edge of the item in terms of the glazing's end. Otherwise, actually the other thing that we've noticed is that the leather feels different on these two, and it might just be, different batches of leather, or maybe one is, newer, so less dry or something, but the leather on this one feels a bit softer than the leather on this one, so it just depends on what texture you like. There are other minor differences, you can see this one has a minor scratch right there, and this one you can see the leather has a little bit different of a texture. They do seem to have slightly different shapes, if you can tell. This one has a much more compressed edge, so you can see that the if you look from the edge, it's very flat, and then it bubbles up to the top. You can kind of see how it looks like that. And then this one doesn't have as dramatic of a change in terms of the height. So you do have it kind of flattened on the corners when you have that stitching, but it just doesn't look as puffy in the middle, if you see what I mean. Yeah, but I think both look decently fine. I was surprised because this is a Coach Reserve item, like I said, from the outlet, so I was expecting them to be honestly just super battered. So they're not terrible. So we'll just have to decide which one he wants to keep. Is he willing to deal with slightly messy glazing, or is, the stitching here, the lack of neatness in the stitching, something that he would rather not deal with. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and I will see you next time. Bye.